How's it going, everybody? It's Dustin here, and it has been a nasty, dreary couple days. Like 3-4 days in a row now, I forget, but it's been horrible. This is the brightest it's been since, I don't know, since it got real cold. So it's been miserable. It's a sloppy, nasty mess everywhere. So there's nothing we can do outside, but I do have a project I've been wanting to work on for a while. Just haven't gotten around to the time. And a little chainsaw maintenance on an old friend. The Stihl 026. One of Stihl's most popular chainsaws ever. And I bought it probably 10 years ago. Yeah, maybe 10, 11 years ago. Out of a storage building. And it was still in the box. So I'm not the first owner, but I'm the only one who's ever used this saw. And I didn't take very good care of it. I wasn't cutting firewood or anything. I was just using it on the farm. And then didn't take very good care of it. So the carburetor started acting up, and I just put it to the side. And that's when I got the 391, which has been a great saw, but it's heavy. Which is why I like the 026. This thing, we'll get the scale out later and weigh it, but I mean, it don't weigh nothing. Very light, powerful, good little saw. So I know I'm gonna start with carburetor, fuel lines, spark plug, filter, just the basic stuff, because it ran great other than the carburetor. The engine was solid. So we're gonna go to, I already ordered everything, so we're gonna go to Locust Grove and pick the stuff up. Okay, we made it back, and this is what we're going to start with. First of all, that parts store, I was trying to video some of it. It's an old school, real deal parts store. They don't even hardly keep anything on like computer inventory. So, cool place, huge Stihl dealer. I mean, they've got, especially in the summer, it's crazy, their inventory. Cool place. So, we got new air filter, new fuel line, new fuel filter, spark plug, and a new carburetor. I lost one of the bar nuts sometimes, so I went ahead and got a new pair of those. So the carburetor, I could probably have ordered this stuff offline cheaper. I just don't know what to think about some of those Chinese carburetors. I've got one on the Ford, and I'm not impressed. And I like this saw, and I want it to run good, so I went back with a Stihl. But anyway, so we're going to look at that condensation in here. Block building condensates horrible. Look at the ground. It's annoying. But anyway, so we're going to start tearing this thing apart and see if we can get the carburetor changed and get this thing fired up. Make sure they gave us the right filter. Ooh, that thing's nasty. Looks right though. Yeah. Okay. I had to take the carburetor partially off to get the right one ordered, so that's why there's no nuts on it already. Or right now, so. Okay. There's the old carb. And I could probably take this carburetor apart and try and clean it. I'm not a carburetor guy. I spent almost 20 years working on semis and heavy equipment, and chainsaws are not my forte, so I loaded up the parts cannon and we'll see what happens, but I'm not messing with trying to rebuild that carburetor. I believe, yeah, that's the new fuel line. Okay, we got that nasty little fuel line changed. Has kind of a booger. I don't know if it's the fuel or what, but look how stretchy that is. The new one wasn't like that at all, so I don't know if that's like the ethanol in the fuel. It's broke that rubber down, but we got a, I don't know if you can see it, but we got a new fuel filter, new fuel line put on. Sprayed it off a little bit. I'm gonna clean it up some more, and we'll slide that new carburetor in. I'm not sure what this thing is on the top here, but my old one does not have that. Probably swap this plate over for this one. Hopefully it works. See the difference? All right, I think we're ready to put the carburetor on. Okay. Now we'll try and snake this little guy in here. Okay. We'll go ahead and start buttoning in this bad boy up. Thing appears to be working in there. Well, that all appears to be fine. I did call the place I got the parts from and ask them about this, and that's just an updated piece. So he told me to do what I did and swap that top out. So hopefully that works. Okay. We'll go ahead and change the spark plug while we're here. Let's see. Looks like it might be easier if we take the top out. Spark plug probably be fine, but while I'm here, that saw. That thing is peppy. I mean, I don't think you can ask for better than that. It started on the first pull. That ain't no YouTube fake BS either. That's a legitimate first pull. Boy, it sounded good too. Sounded real good. Well, I've got one more thing to put on it that I forgot up at the house. First of all, I need to clean some of this stuff. It's nasty. But right now, I'm running a 325 chain on this saw. The 391 runs a 3/8 063. So I ordered a 3/8 063 Sprocket for this 026. And my thinking is I want to run the same bar and chain. I want to be able to swap. If I'm out cutting and something happens, I can swap bars and keep on going. I don't know how the 026 is going to like a 3/8 chain. We'll find out. I've Medrick's mixed reviews online, but that's only going to get you so far until you get it in your hand. So, but I'm pumped. I got to fix the felling dog. One of the bolts is out. And like I said, I want to clean it up, but it's getting dark. I don't think I'll get to it today, but I'm gonna swap this pulley out and we're gonna put it in some wood and see what happens. Man, I'm pumped. Well, we'll catch up in the morning with that bigger sprocket. Definitely need to clean this up some. Well, we're back the next day. It's day 75, it feels like, of nasty, dreary weather. So, it's almost noon, and this is still what it looks like. And it is getting next to impossible to move around. I'm using the skid steer just so I don't have to slop through the mud. But we got the rest of the parts to finish the 026 up, and hopefully cut some wood. It's just a little bit muddy out. I don't mind a rainy day or two here and there, but it's literally, I think, been since Sunday, and it's Friday. And I think tomorrow's not going to be much better. But starting Sunday, looks like we're going to be back in the 50s with some sunlight. So hopefully, looking forward to it. I miss the sun. So I'll get the lights back on here. Okay. I guess all the carburetor cleaner yesterday ate off down to the paint on the workbench. So that's what happened there. Well, here she is, back for some more. Let's see here. I got this from Saw Again. I don't have anything to do with them. It's just a place I found on the internet. But they delivered really quick. And hopefully the product's good. Here it is. Looks like we got this and the little needle bearing. So looks like we need some snap ring pliers, and we'll get that off. Okay, got that changed. It looks a little different than this one. I don't know. Hopefully it works though. Come too far now. I don't want to be held up by that. So all else fails, we'll put that sprocket back on. So, well, I'm gonna grab the 391. We'll pull the bar off of it and get it on here. I already cleaned up yesterday. I didn't show that. I didn't figure anyone really wanted to watch me clean that. So it's cleaned up good now. Oiler looks like it's working. I fired it back up and oil was pumping out. So I think the oiler's good. So here's the 391 with the 20-inch bar. And so I pulled a bonehead the other day. I dropped a log on the handle of the 391 and busted it. Total goon move, but is what it is. So the 391's out of commission right now. I picked up the parts the same time I picked this carburetor up, so it's next on the bench. But for now, we're robbing the bar and chain off of it. A 20-inch, I've always ran a 20-inch bar on the 26. I'm not a fan of small bars. I don't want to bend over any more than I have to. 20 inches by no stretch long, but for the type of stuff I do, it usually works. So, but we're going to clean this up, put it on, and then we'll sharpen it up. Okay. Well, everything seems to be spinning fine. Tighten the chain back up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the files on it. I gotta find a bolt to put in the dog there, but so far so good. But we'll get the chain sharp first. Well, I got the chain sharp. I hit the rakers the last time I sharpened the chain, so they should be good. Good enough for today. I don't know enough about sharpening chains to be giving advice to nobody, but the best advice I can give you is to go to Buck and Billy Ray's YouTube channel, and I've learned more watching his chainsaw sharpening videos than anything else. So that'd be my suggestion if somebody's wanting to learn how to do it, because I'm no one to teach. But I do use a 7/32 file. I've found that to work pretty good for me. Well, we got an oak stump here, 16 inches across, and we got the 026 with the 20-inch bar and 3/8 chain. We're gonna get her warmed up and see how she likes it. Well, it cuts pretty good. You got to remember these are 50cc saws, actually like 48.5 or something, compared to the 391, which is 65cc. So big difference in power, but way lighter. I still got to get a new bolt for the failing dog. It's a metric bolt and I don't have one, so got to get a new bolt still, but I'm proud of it. Runs good. It'd be great for smaller limbs. Like I said, this is a 16-inch oak that's pretty dry, so don't get much harder to cut through. So I think it did a pretty good job, and probably gonna be looking at doing some sort of muffler mod, or like an Egan straight shot muffler, something we can get a little more power out of it. So that's the plan. Anyway, well, hope you liked today's video, and probably gonna do some work on the 391 in the near future, but I really need to get back in the woods and do some cutting, but it's just too muddy. I mean, it's really getting old, and I've still got tractor work and some other stuff I need to go be doing, but it's just too muddy. So we took advantage we got the 026 put back together. It's been at least 5 years since that saws ran, so glad to get it back in the arsenal and hopefully make some money with it. So, well, thanks for watching, and if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do. And if you already have, appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next video.